Hello, welcome to Kenya USA Times TV. Today I'm going to talk about my DV lottery application timeline. That is, how long did it take me to reach the US from the time I did my application to the time I entered US of A. Welcome. First and foremost, I'm a DV 2023 winner, and when DV 2023 application opened on 6th October 2021, I applied on the first day. There is nothing special about applying on the first day, but I chose to apply on this day because the photos for every member of my family involved were ready. I was well prepared, so I decided that I should apply on this day. Nonetheless, I always encourage DV lottery applicants to apply during the first few weeks, first few days when DV lottery application opens. Why? Normally, uh, throughout the history of DV lottery application, the website of DV lottery normally breaks down during the tail end of DV lottery application. So don't be that person who will wait until last minute. You may be locked out. Secondly, when you do application during last minute, you are bound to make errors because you are rushing your application. So be careful. Ultimately, it will be your decision to decide on which day to apply diversity visa lottery. Okay, let's move on. On May 7th next year, which was 2022, the results were out, and behold, I was selected. I won, and my case number was low. I had a low case number. So, naturally, when the results are out, you are required to submit DS260 as early as possible. For my case, I submitted my DS260 on 14 May 2022, but I realized that I made a silly mistake, so I had to request KCC to unlock my DS260 so that I can rectify the error that I made during my first submission. KCC did accepted my unlocking request on 31st May. I rectified the error and resubmitted on the very same day, May 31st. That is about submission. One thing you need to know is that when submitting DS260, if you realize that you've made a mistake, a fundamental mistake, not a silly mistake like mine, you can always request KCC to unlock your DS260. You can do this via, there is a special email address in the system you will be given. You can always request them to unlock your DS260. However, there are risks involved with unlocking DS260. Yes, it's possible to unlock, but sometimes when you unlock your DS260 at the wrong time, timing is very important. If you unlocked it at the wrong time, it may delay the processing of your DS260. So be careful. Okay, another step 3. On August 15, 2022, I received 2NL. 2NL is a second notification letter, which is basically an invitation to attend US Embassy visa interview. But before that, on July 22nd, you can see this, July 22nd, I received an email from KCC that my DS260 has been processed. Applicants, one thing you have to know is that when you submit your DS260 in step 2 here, you can always write emails to KCC in making inquiries on how your DS260 is being processed. And most of the time, they will reply to your email. So for my case, I did an inquiry and about my DS260 processing status. And on July 22nd, I received an email stating that my DS260 has been processed, which was good news to me. Then on 15 August 2022, that's the time I received 2NL. I was so happy. And from the 2NL, I could see that my interviews was scheduled on October 18, 2022. First things first, 3 days later, I did KCSE verification as required by the embassy. I also did registration for DHL, which is also it's a registration for interview. And at the same time, I booked IOM Medical. This you do by you write an email to IOM, attaching your 2NL, attaching your DS260 confirmation page, and so forth. And IOM will respond about the date you'll be scheduled for medicals. And normally, medicals equal prior to visa appointment. In my case, I was scheduled to attend IOM medical at Gigiri on September 20th. Yes, the available slot for me was this date, September 20th, 2022, which I attended na wakafanya vitu yote kulingana na some vaccination, some blood testing, blah, blah, chest x-ray, and so forth. And ultimately, I was cleared, and they told me that everything for my case and for every member of my family was okay. Then came the D-Day, step 5, the day of the interview. My interview was October 18, 2022. So, did visa interview successfully, granted visa, and remember, I had a family of 4. We are 4, so we were given 4 visas. And then eventually, I entered US on December 12, 2022. So, if you can do your calculation, you can see that it took a lot of time. It took about 15 months to complete the whole process. That's until I entered US of A. So it takes time and patience. And remember, bear in mind that my case number was low. For some people, it may take up maybe 18 months, maybe 17 months, and so forth. But normally, it is this way. When you play DV lottery in October, you wait for results. The results are out in May. Then, if you have a low case number, you will be scheduled for interviews in October. Yes, in October, the first slot for the DV Lottery here group will be scheduled for interviews. And I was among the first people to be scheduled for interviews. And behold, I'm in the US after successfully navigating through this DV Lottery application process. All I can say is that God has been good to us. It takes patience, it takes money to finish all this process. I know it's free to apply DV Lottery, but to process everything costs money. So you need to be prepared. That's all, guys. This is my DV Lottery application timeline. Yours could be different depending on your case number. But for my case, at least you can do your own calculation and estimate the approximate timeline for your case. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless you as we prepare to apply for DV 2025 coming in about 2 weeks' time. Thank you so much.